Hey, this is Rob Roy, the Plant-Based Prepper, and I have not done a Mittleider gardening video in a long time. Well, I've got my grow beds prepared for spring, and I'm growing seedlings indoors, and I had to come out here and disconnect the pipes and then clear them out. And while doing so, I finally broke one of my sprinkler pipes that I've had here for 10 years. They're getting brittle. Finally, after 10 years, they lasted a long time. So I'm going to show you how I created this sprinkler pipe right here and drilled the holes, and hopefully it'll make it easier for you guys because I found a very easy way to do it. If you have one of these miter saw stands right here, you can see the PVC pipe fits right inside, holds it steady. It also goes exactly halfway into this groove in the middle all the way down, keeps it straight for you. And you can lock it in the other side as well. So I do have over here a jig that I created, but I don't have to use it. I was doing it this way before. Let me take this out, and you can see it fits exactly halfway into the pipe. And I was going down this way and doing a line, moving the pipe forward, and then turning it and doing another line. Well, let me show you what I did instead. Here's what you'll need to create a guide. So you can put your marks here at 45 degrees and just use this to mark your pipes with. I'm using joint tape. It's not sticky on either side. And the best thing you could do is wrap the tape around it instead of trying to measure with the ruler around here. So you're going to get the length of the tape basically. Mark it where the end is. Okay, now you can measure, and it is 4 1/8. So then you're going to take your foam and take 1 divided by 8, and that will give you 4.0125. And then you're going to divide that by 8, and it will give you the measurement. Now I already did this, so I know it's a little over a half. So then you're going to go here, and that's why I measured by the 1, because it's hard to see here. So at every half, I'm going to do a tick after it, like 2 ticks after, because I know it's a little over a half, and put a mark there. Now I'm going to move this down, a little over a half, put another mark there, and let's do it one more time, and right there. Okay, so I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Okay, that's it. Now the diameter of this is larger than the inside or the schedule 200 pipe because it's a coupler. Then what you're going to do is just wrap the tape back around like I already did. Put a tick mark right there, and right there. You see that? All right, now that you have your guide here, let's take it to the pipe and draw our marks. Let's draw the marks where I need to draw the lines. Just like that. Okay. And then you're going to move this mark, the first one, until you see it line up with the end right here of the surface. That way we can draw a line starting here on that line. Make sure the pipe's pushed all the way in. Okay, we're going to turn the pipe to the second mark. Oh, the pipe lifted. So make sure you push on that pipe so it don't lift. Do it double so I know the darker line. That's what I'm after. And then one more. Okay, now I need to do the rest of it, so I'm just going to pull this. See how I messed up because the pipe lifted? So I know to go by the darker one at top. So I just know which one to go by. So now let's pull this all the way down. I have to open this up, make sure it gets flat in here. Alrighty. Do the first line. Hold it down. There's my 3 lines. That's where I messed up, but all right. Now I have to mark the cross lines. First one's at 2 inches and then 4 inches all the way down. Now to do this part, I'm going to go ahead and move the pipe and lock it into place. I'm going to put the middle line up. Okay. Start with 2 inches right here, and then you're going to do 4 after that, so then there's 6, 10, 14, 18. So here's where the jig comes in still, because now I need to draw the lines across. So I'm just going to put the jig there and do a line all the way around, so your pencil's sharp. All right, so this is what it should look like. Right, all the way down. Now it's time to drill. Now my number 57 drill bits come in a little case like this when I order them. I love this because I don't get them mixed up with anything else, and there's quite a few in here. I haven't broken one yet, and what you're going to need is a drill that closes enough where you can grip that size drill bit, and I have one here. So I put the drill bit all the way in and just leave enough out to poke a hole into the pipe. All right, so I made one of these earlier, actually 2 of them, I cut one in half so that I can do a 15-foot grow bed. So if you cut this in half at exactly the 5-foot mark, you have enough to make 2. So all I'm doing to attach these, I'm getting a coupler. Now I'm not gluing anything anymore. Before I glued some threaded ends on them that I could screw together. I'm not doing that anymore because if they break certain places, then I lose that end. And there's not enough pressure in the pipe to blow these off, so I'm not gluing anything on the ends anymore. All right, these ones over here are over 10 years old, and you can see when they broke, all I did was just couple it together again. And I made a mistake by gluing end pieces on. At first I had it connected to my sprinkler system, and I didn't like that because there's times I need to water the lawn but not this. So on the other end, I hooked it up directly to a hose bib with its own timer, and so I turned off the sprinkler on this end, so I just have it, you know, either way. With these on the end, you can screw it in to the valve here. I'm not gluing these pieces anymore, and you can see I tried to avoid making these by coupling them anytime they broke because it was harder to do. But now that it's easy, I don't mind. If they break, I'll just make new ones. And in fact, I'm probably going to replace these because a lot of them are clogged and it's hard to get them unclogged now. I'll show you how this one works so much better. Brand new. Turn on this valve right here. You hold it down for a few seconds. All right, so here's the new one. It's still building up pressure. One thing is no clogs. I don't have to tap it. Those ones over there I have to tap every time, and see the end one is not coming out. That one's not coming out right there. And they're shooting in different directions. You can see when I coupled it, I had to be careful not to block a hole and keep them 4 inches apart. But I'm not going to do that anymore. If I break a pipe, I'll just replace it now because it's so much easier to do with that miter stand. Now I have this in here in each bed. That tells me the soil moisture. And I have it programmed to my system right here, my beehive system, that if the soil moisture gets too low, it'll automatically kick on. So I have a threshold, and I forgot what it is. That way, if I have it scheduled in the morning in the evening and it's summertime and it gets too hot, it'll kick on in the afternoon for me. I don't have to have it scheduled if I don't need it. So on each end here, I have a male threaded coupler, and I do not glue it anymore. It does not build up enough pressure to blow these fittings off. So you do not need to glue it. If you glue it and the pipe breaks or something, you'll lose one of these fittings. You have to get rid of one, or you have to put a coupler here and then avoid blocking holes. So that's what I used to do. You can see right here, every time it broke, I had to put another coupler. If it broke right here, I would lose this because I glued it. So you don't need to do that. I'm going to replace these ones now with some brand new ones. These ones did good. They lasted 10 years, but it's time to redo them. So I hope this helps you guys out. If you have a miter saw stand, try it out. Let me know how it goes and comment. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and just keep prepping.